I'm Brittany, this is Tao, and welcome back for more Alien Stage. It's round 6 today, and this music video is almost 5 minutes long, which means it'll probably take all of my time today just combing through this. I'm a little bit ill about what I'm about to watch, although full disclosure, I think I may have accidentally been spoiled for not just the loser of this round, but then also the loser of the final round. I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled, which is heartbreaking. Yes. But that's all I think I know. I have no context around it. I have no details whatsoever. I just have those bare facts, I think. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out. This is both a reaction and an initial exploration of Alien Stage. So if you are new to this series that I've been doing, it's a little bit weird. I will watch the music video as a reaction. I will go away for a second and rewatch it so that I can really get my head around things. And then I will come back and we will go through basically frame by frame, and I will see what information I can pull. I am new to this universe. This is not an expert sitting down with all of the information. I know nothing but what the MVs have told me so far. I do plan on having an additional reaction deep dive situation to the master doc. That is after I get done with this whole entire, I don't want to say round, this season basically of Alien Stage. So here we go. Round 6. Ivan versus Till. This I wasn't expecting Till to go angst anthem. They want to know where she fucking is. Oh God. The voices are beautiful. Backstory. Oh, that's a little fucked up, Ivan. Not the queer longing. Look, it's teeth. Ooh, babe. Ivan. What? Am I fucking wrong? Or did Ivan just basically self-sabotage? Oh! Oh, the revolution isn't going well. Oh, shit. Now the lesbians are also in a bad place? Okay. I'll be right back after I rewatch it. Hold, please. Ooh. Okay. We're back to comb through round 6. I think I'm actually picking up what they're putting down this time, but I really want to get into the nitty-gritty about it as well, because there's some beautiful, painful shit happening in here. Because I didn't mention it right at the beginning, this will be very lightly edited because I am both under a time crunch and then also deeply anxious about editing in general these days. And who can really say why? But so this part will be treated more like a live stream more than anything else, and that is supposed to be largely uninterrupted. So on that note, what is with, because I do not pause when I rewatch, so what in the hecking heck is with these first flashed images here? Ooh, no, I did not want to hit play at all, thank you. Okay. So it's what we're kind of used to seeing with Till and the way he's held, for lack of a better phrase. And then there was, yeah, you know, it's so funny. I wasn't expecting Till to land in Angst Land, but here we are, and it actually makes all the sense in the world in hindsight, because the person that he's fixating on, Mizi, is gone. He no longer has that, and that does something to a person, especially when since his overall place in this world is in even more jeopardy, because evidently they're like, so where the fuck is Mizi? And Till, being the most rebellious one, even if he knew, he wouldn't fucking tell them, and that just makes things worse for him. So that is a shot of the new Till's new look. Oh, and an even better shot of Till's new look and his color. No, go back. Okay, what is this red? Is that just blood? Oh, you see the vein. Ironically, you see it better here. You see his vein, that vein in his neck? Another. Actually, I do kind of want to see this close-up of his face here. He doesn't look terribly happy, but then again, why would anybody look happy in this universe? Except maybe the aliens. See, what the fuck? They taking his blood? Is this just torture? Are they experimenting on him in some weird way. What are they doing to this poor boy? Yeah, it's another shot of him. Another shot of him. Yeah, distorted. Ooh, was that a needle coming out? Oh, it was. Oh, fuck me. This distortion of Till is just a little heartbreaking. Needle towards the eye. That says more torture to me. Although, depending on what they're... Ooh, that was a bit of a clearer shot. Oh. Although, I guess depending on what they're experimenting on, that could still be... relevant. All the different glitches and phases. I was saying if the needle in the eye thing, depending on what they're trying to what ends they're experimenting on him for, that could still be relevant to their experimentation, even though it's not immediately clear to us. Oh God, okay. Oh shit. What the fuck are they doing to this poor young man? I'm a little bit terrified of what the Master Doc has to say about round 6. I'm generally terrified about what ooh, that's nice, keeping his eyes like that. I'm generally terrified of the Master Doc. This is what I thought it was. This is a shot of the participants. And then there's the X over Mizi. Oh, shit. They're on a bit of a weird stage, aren't they? They're not in front of an audience. It's like, because this is a special, penultimate round, it's like they put them on this platform high up in the air in the rain for maximum drama, like any good reality show. This look on him, this look is very flattering on him, I will say. And it's not just because, I was a goth in high school. I have always appreciated the goth look. So this is predictable of me. But still, he looks good aesthetically. Where he is mentally, it looks disastrous. Even more so than anyone else having to go through this. Okay, so these first lyrics, allow me to the tips of your fingers, right, and then it's allow me to the ends of your feet, from the tips of your fingers to the ends of your feet. That's a pretty all-consuming image. The irony of him singing so yearningly for Mizzy, and then, as we will see, Ivan being consumed by Till. Nobody is ever getting what they desire in this world for humans. Everybody wants something else. And even when you have a united desire, like for example, Mizzy and Sua being as important to each other, one of them's gonna die because you're in this fucking competition that your owners put you in. So nobody ever gets what they want, ever, in this. There's always some massive problem, something that ruins it. Ooh, those are interesting shapes. Ah, that's the score opening up behind him, right? Ooh. Oh. Okay, there is an audience. Sorry, that went by really fast last time. There is an audience around him. So the parts where they're not surrounded by audience, just stylistic effect. Gotcha. There are some child pets in the audience having to watch this, and maybe some of them are being groomed to participate in the future. Maybe not. It depends from what I've learned, because you guys are very helpful with your comments. But it's still, even if they're not actively being trained in the garden, and they're therefore not trainees being made to watch, performers, even if it's not that situation, if you're a human child in this world and the alien who owns you wants to go watch the alien stage performance, right? You're still wondering, like, is that going to be me someday? Are they going to put me on that stage someday? And in most kids' circumstances, they would be like, oh dear God, I hope that never happens to me someday, because I've had to watch God knows how many humans die. But then in the dysfunctional version of things, some kids would still idolize it. Some kids would still see all the attention it gets, and the glitz and the glamour and the performance and the high stakes, and then they would feed off of that. And I would not be surprised if there was more than one kid who would want to go to the garden, or who would want to be a trainee, become part of the process, who wants to be on the alien stage, just because they have, at a very young age, had to witness this whole incredible heightened thing going on. And what if I could be a part of that? I bet I could win that. I know how to play the game. I know how to play the stage. I bet I would win in a variety of ways, either coming from a sort of the validating dream of it all. If you have worthiness issues and you're just a kid watching this, and you'll be like, what if I did that? And what if I won? What if I was special enough to win? Oh my God. Versus the people who were like, I could be better than them. I could totally dominate. I could do this right. Everyone else is doing it wrong. I'm enough of a bad bitch. I could do it. Kids watching it all is just horrendous. But because of the metaphor at work here, that does call into question the regular kids who, watch reality shows growing up. Dissolve me in your gaze. Was there... Let me try to go back for a second. Allow me to the ends of your feet. Yeah. Dissolve me in your gaze. I don't want to let you go. Unfortunately. He has beautiful eyes. That transition to the red light, it punches you in the face. Please leave me scars. Yeah, now he's standing in front of, I'm either presuming his owner, or just maybe it's authorities. What was just shoved in his face, actually? Was that a gun? It kind of looks like a microphone. In this world, it's one and the same. And I think that was, even if it is a gun, which I think it is, that's deliberate. Making the gun shoved into his face like a microphone. Deliberate. This guy. The character design. Have I talked about this? The character design for all of these aliens is so sickeningly good. And the animation continues to get better and better as this becomes more well-known and therefore earns more money. But even from the beginning, they've been doing so much with the resources available to them. And this fucking guy's design with those huge, massive teeth, but anything that could possibly be eyes is covered, which is always, that's like textbook creepy in the like horrifying creature design. Please hurt me. So that, yeah. So he marches across the room and grabs him by the face and kind of treats him like a dog. Gross, thank you so much. This is actually a reminiscent shot to, I think it was in Top 3. They have that really iconic shot of him with like the tape over his mouth and he's like splattered with the spray paint and stuff. That's what this reminds me of, except it's not sexy rebel anymore. Now it's you're being grabbed by the fucking mouth because these aliens think you know where Mizi is. And he doesn't look as, I don't know, rebellious with the way his eyes are drawn. Now it's just more angry, terrified. Yeah, see, this is the dog move. This is the shoving the dog's nose in the carpet because they didn't go outside to use the bathroom. This is very, like, by the scruff of his neck. A huge fucking hand that can enclose around his throat. Not a single drop of me remains. I'm so sorry. I'm going to rewind that for a second because I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Please hurt me so that not a single drop of me remains. Yeah. They still don't know where she is. Let me drown in you. This is actually similar to a lyric that I clocked when Ivan starts singing. That's very similar in the, I think Ivan uses the word consume, but he's using the word like drown. They're both, to one extent or another, becoming so obsessed and wrapped up with this object of their affection. And with Ivan, I think it's made particularly clear, but with both of them, there's certainly an element of they are put in such a fucking horrifying position and made to live out such a horrifying existence that they are obsessing over a person to such a degree that they might forget the greater worlds that they are a part of. It's to the exclusion of all the horrors. It's the one way that they can try to have something that feels good in just a sea of death and torture and pain and abuse. And this whole let me drown in you, just give me something to distract me. Whether or not they're consciously aware that that's what they're doing, to a certain degree, I think both Ivan and Till are doing that. They're taking what would be a normal crush, and in the circumstances that they find themselves in, it's just been amped up into unhealthy obsessive overdrive. Oh, his face. See? And then Till, being Till, what, he grab a bottle? Grabs a bottle to fucking fight back. I love that about him. Until these, let me drown in you until these falling stars. Goth really does look good on him. Are buried in the blur of time. Oh, hang on. So let me drown in you until these falling stars are buried in the blur of time. falling stars reminds me of void, space, stars, and they've already had that whole connection with space and stars reflecting the audience. They've done that very deliberately. So with that in mind, the reading of this line, let me drown in you until these falling stars are buried in the blur of time. Let me fixate on you until the horrors of the audience and everything that comes with it are buried in the blur of time. That's a very poetic and beautiful way to say exactly what I just did. Thank you. Oh, this. They really like, the aliens really like putting their hands on humans like heads in this way. Usually in a very like domineering and controlling way. This looks a bit more, you know, pet, condescending. This looks a little bit more condescending, but it's still just fucking creepy. It's a really creepy choice that they have made more than once now. Oh, they're in some kind of gambling place. I see the slot machines. The slot machines are apparently universal. On your icy lips. Was that the only thing I needed to? I'll bury in the blur of times. On your icy lips. This is an awful, awful shot. It's, the art is obviously stunning, but this is so painful. He's sweating. This thing has its hand in his head. It's just, it's not... What a great example of the type of very visceral fear that they live in on a day-to-day basis. And then he's just reaching for this hallucination of Miji. Oh, that was on your icy lips. Read my soul. It feels like he's reaching out to her for respite, yeah, but understanding as well, which that would make sense that you would want to be seen that desperately in a world that doesn't even acknowledge that you're... They barely acknowledge that humans are sentient, really. This is a great song, by the way. What fucking... It's another great angst banger. It's very, very Ivan, this song. Discount. What? Whenever the other couple of times that I saw this, and the first time I watched it, and then in the rewatch, I thought they were like hanging him upside down for some reason, and we were just looking at it from right side up. But it's more like he's pressed against a window? Discount. Oh no, I got it. You're he's on discount. He was bought on sale for half off. Oh, okay. That's why they have the extra. It's not just the collar, it's the thing around his mouth that you usually don't see on actual pets, but on before pets have been, I mean, they're pets, they have to be bought, right? So so he was bought. This shot of a younger Ivan. Oh, there's bruises on his face, which isn't surprising, but I'd still be curious to know who put them there. Oh, They do get in a fight though, so maybe this is... Oof, Ivan. God, one, this is a beautiful shot just from a composition perspective. Wait, was he left there? This looks like the same position that he was in the slot machine room when his owner or whoever had the hand on his head. It looks like he hasn't moved. But I always love shots like this with the door opening and you see the sliver of light playing on it. That's, love shots like this. And also the way that the left, a little under half of the screen is just dark and shadow, because it's forcing, and with the streak of light, it's just forcing our eye where it needs to go, which is, it actually, at first glance, when you first see this image, at least for my eye, is drawn right to the light above his head, and then I had to follow it down to him, which is kind of cool, actually. Is he? No, that's just shadow over his eyes. He's not blindfolded or anything. And then Ivan appearing. Oh. He has, so right now he doesn't have a collar, but he has a muzzle, for lack of a better word. And this time, rather than looking sweaty, I mean, it does partially look like sweat, but it also kind of looks like tears, potentially. A mixture of both. And he undoes the muzzle. Ivan, man. Somehow, even though Till is very much obsessed with Mizzy, somehow Ivan comes along and just outdoes him on the obsessive angle. And actually, the more I think about it, the more that choosing the word drown for Till, for what Till wants to get out of this fixation on Mizzy, drown for Till and consume for Ivan, very fitting. Very fitting. Although I can't remember off the top of my head if that lyric references to Ivan being the one consumed or him the one to consume. I'm pretty sure it's Ivan who wants to be the one who's consumed. But I will double check that when we get to that line. I'm just making a note for myself. Very deliberate choice of words. And when I get the actual full context around the consume thing for Ivan, I'll talk about that more. He's so... It's like some Hannibal level pining, fucked up dynamic going on. Even if your cold words... What are we looking at here? Oh, is it just a mic? Yeah. Yeah, so even if, I'm sorry, what was it? Even if your cold words carve scars beneath my eyes. Suggests that Till's never really been a fan of Ivan, although I thought there were a couple of friendship shots in here somewhere. May they linger on your tongue. You can break me apart. Yeah, so it was Ivan who stepped on... Oh, wait, the flower situation. Ivan just stepped on it. But was he deliberately provoking... Hang on, was he deliberately provoking Till so that Till would beat him up so that Ivan could get some form of interaction and contact from Till? Although the center of those flowers kind of look like eyes. Yeah, so then Ivan crushed the flowers. Till attacks Ivan. I'm going to go through frame by frame here. notice my pain is giving very like senpai notice me. See, he's so deliriously happy in this moment. And those bruises do look similar. So that shot of Ivan from earlier was after this moment. He just wants to be acknowledged. He's so happy to get this acknowledgement. Mend me right now. Acknowledge my pain. Mend me right now. I am looking to you to heal the irrevocably damaged parts of my psyche because of that come from our existence. See, this is a friend or a friendlier shot of Ivan being curious as to what Till was drawing, which, let's be real, was probably Mizzy. Do we see, actually? The closeness. To quiet my fears. This is a visceral fucking shot that honestly might be one of my favorite shots in the whole thing. This is like unbelievably uncomfortable and terrifying, but also beautifully rendered. Like, look at the light in this shot. It's crazy. So not only is it stunning, but it's so uncomfy. And I feel like there's a greater meaning there. I just went back a second. Mend me right now. It's like to quiet my fears. Oh no, we got drown in this as well. Interesting. Ivan also got a drown. Okay. Let me just hop back a second before we get into this whole moment. It's so funny, as evocative as this image is, and it very much is. Why it's being shown to us is a little elusive to me, because it kind of jumps up out of nowhere. Although, wait. No. That's Ivan. It's like he's cozying up to danger, to something that could literally consume him. And, you know, rebellious Till over there, that would be another way to cozy up to danger. And he's looking to get the shit beat out of him, because Ivan has certain psychological needs and proclivities. Fascinating. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this shot. If there's some metaphorical thing that I'm not entirely tapping into, or if there's some more like practical purpose to this shot that I just haven't picked up on because I have a tendency to get lost in the trees, I would love to hear about it, because it's gorgeous. And it's that same shot, or a similar shot. Oh, it's Till. Till is watching this. And he's like digging his fingers into the wall. Is he kind of fucking terrified of Ivan? Ivan's a little intense, so that's not exactly unwarranted. He's watching Ivan do this. And then there's this. So Till, who's been cut across the cheek and has a couple more tubes coming from like his face, or no, maybe they're monitors, like he's being electrically monitored, like you've seen stuff in movies about like when people get hooked up to any sort of either medical machine or futuristic machine. They have those like electrode monitor things that go all over their face and stuff. That's more what that looks like. Ooh. Oh, that's a hand being pulled away. Got it. Yeah, because we flash back to that memory. Sick of these nights to come. Yeesh. Yeah, Ivan walking over to split open the... Ivan has a very, very visceral fixation on things. He's not just curiously walking up to that beast that's being held in that cell and looking at it from afar. He's up in that thing's mouth. He doesn't just watch Till from afar. He takes any opportunity to press himself up against Till. It's like he needs a distraction that's much more physical. To be engulfed in silence. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and then Till is just kind of scared and horrified. So hang on. I'll drown in you to quiet my fears. Oh, I'm memory right now to quiet my fears. I'll drown in you. Sick of these nights to come. To be engulfed in silence. Hang on. Engulfed in silence, in your gaze where I'm seen. Oh, is this him? Is this Till practicing music? Hang on, let me go back a second. Oh, but Ivan's so fond in that shot. He always looks so fond. The tooth in Ivan's character design is making a whole lot of sense now. It just adds a touch of danger, but also it's a nod to his more visceral, physical aspect. Yeah, it does. It looks like Till's practicing. In your gaze where I'm seen. They both want to be seen. He reached out to just touch him, right? Hang on. Come on. Yeah. No, he was kind of going for around the neck. Back of the neck. And now he's cradling. Consume me. Thank you. In your gaze where I'm seen. Consume me. Mm-hmm. Yes, me. Consume. He did also use drown. But the consume is what really leaps out at me about Ivan. Because it's almost like he would move into Till's skin if he could. It's almost like he wants to like fuse with him. Like he just wants to live in Till's body. Not to puppet it on his own, but just because he wants to be that physically close and consumed by Till himself. It's like so desperate is his need and obsession and his need for distraction to the exclusion of all else. So desperate is his psyche that he has this level of very physical what's the word I'm looking for? The physical urge, the physical need to be consumed and probably consume as well. This is a beautiful shot. Thank you. Rain pouring off the platform. I appreciate it. And the lightning to this everlasting melody. In your gaze where I'm seen. Okay. To this everlasting melody. Oh, they are looking up at them. There was that shot that was some of them more behind them, though. Although maybe the platforms are moving, so their vantage point changes. They're so young, these pets in the audience. I just like getting a glimpse at any character design I can get because it's just so creatively fucked up. Face to face we dance. Face to face we dance with our story. And Ivan's just like lost in forever's embrace. And see, okay. I think this served a couple of few functions. He's kind of obviously trying to lose on purpose, and there's one shot in particular that really screams this to me. But this is how he's choosing to lose. This is how he's choosing to sabotage. But it also gets him a kiss before he dies from the figure that he's so obsessed with. And look, why he basically throws the performance to Till. My first thought would be like he wants Till to go on, like he's obsessed with Till, so of course if it came down between them he would want Till to be the one to go on, and then, you know, Ivan can just die and go to the void. But I do want to see if there's anything else that points as to why Ivan did this. This is a fucking move though. And Till is kind of pushing him away. But Ivan comes back. And then the hands around the throat. And you're like, this tracks with Ivan's violent tendencies, and almost like any physical attention is still attention. Any physical contact is still contact. But he's very deliberately keeping his eye on the score. And by attacking him and maybe throwing some sympathy Till's direction, to say nothing of the fact that potentially part of the reason why Ivan presumed that kissing Till would throw the competition to Till is because for whatever reason the aliens may have some sort of homophobic strain in their social in their culture. And see, it's not until, what does it come down to, like 1 point though? Hang on. Oh no, quite a bit. It's like 19 points. Yeah. And it's when he sees that he gets one last kiss. Until he's fucking shot. Meanwhile, Till is just like, kill me. Oh. Meanwhile, Till says, sure, if you want to kill me. He's not fighting back, although at this point I don't think he's actually like gone slack, like he's had the life choked out of him. But Till just let him do it. Oh. And now Till's shocked that, yeah. Oh, hang on, go back. Those were some very quick flashes there. Oh. And he's so blissfully fucking happy to do this. He got to kiss Till after all. Oh, I'm sorry. No, go back. I want to get that wider shot of, yeah. And that close up of horror. Standing in Ivan's blood, looking down on this guy who was obsessed with him so severely. And the lights just getting switched off. Like, okay, show's over. Don't need light anymore. Why would you guys need light to see? Fuck y'all. And just the finality of a light going out. Ugh. God, that's brutal. And now it's Till versus Luca. God. That was, so far, the spoilers that I've accidentally seen were correct. I had heard that Ivan died, and so naturally you would assume that he would die in round 6. So far it seems to be correct. Unfortunately, I was hoping it'd be wrong. Just for the sake of then I would be fully surprised. And then they have to show us potential girlfriends being in danger on their mission as revolutionaries. Hyuna is hurt. Mizi is there. The alarms are going off. It looks like Hyuna's been shot. Well, no, I guess it could also be some kind of stabbing situation. But it's probably shot, since guards around here tend to have guns. But she's kind of holding her arm, but the blood is also coming from her torso. So has she been shot just in the torso, or has she been shot both the arm and the torso? I can't exactly remember anything specific about an injury in All In, but as if we weren't stressed enough, now the queer girls are in danger, and that's fucking it. Shit. It goes without saying that was amazing, incredible, exactly what I have been hoping for and expecting from Alien Stage at this point. It continues to deliver, hasn't let me down, even when I accidentally get spoiled for who dies. So up next is the final round between Luca and Till. Oh dear God. I will absolutely 1000% be back as soon as possible to talk about the final between Luca and Till. It's being pulled in the two directions of I just want to mainline the whole thing because I love it so much, but then I also am having way too much fun taking my time and slowly combing through everything as I go, that I don't want the process to change, but I want all the information and images in front of me right now. It's kind of pulling me apart in the best way. God damn it, Vivinos. Nevertheless, I will be back as soon as I possibly can with the final round of Alien Stage. And in the meantime, please remember to take care of yourself.